Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear moderator and all of the participants of the International Seminar on Humanities, Education, Law and Social Science, let me introduce my name Rihlan Aulia. I want to present the results of my research under title Ecopesantren Modeling Technique to Improve Environmentally Sound Education Perspective on Education Management. This is my introduction. Globally, current environmental issues are confronted with the three problems: degradation of natural resources, environmental pollution, and global warming. Effort to conserve natural resources and public awareness of the importance of conserving natural resources, or we can call biodiversity, reducing pollution and mitigation, and adapting to climate change continue to be carried out both by government and non-governmental institutions. The role of a pesantren can be expected in mainstreaming the educational model for education for sustainable development in Indonesia. Pesantren is expected to be an agent of change in behavior, in community attitudes, and participant in the maintenance of natural resources and the environment. Pesantren as a typical formal education institution and indigenous culture or the original form of culture of the Indonesian nation as an essential and strategic role in improving environmentally sound education. Pesantren is a movement managing Islamic boarding school with high concern for the environment. We can see that the Islamic boarding school have an important and strategic role in effort protection and management of the living context. And this is the Ecopesantren, or we can see, we can call that pesantren-based environmental. And the research itself, the method of my research is qualitative research, and the location in SPMA Lamongan is Java, Indonesia, and then the source of data, primary data, and the secondary data, and then the data analysis use descriptive qualitative analysis. And this is the theory of my research. We use both behavior change through modeling methods, or we can call that modeling. What is the concept? The concept is modeling can be effective ways to teach knowledge, skill, and behavior, and can motivate students to learn and help them developing values. This is from Changami and Kahn, Fryer and Klaus Mayer, Pintrich and Schoen. And then the effect of modeling. What is the effect of modeling? The effect of modeling on learning and behavior have shown that modeling can shortening distances and improving learning and imitative behavior, especially when students are faced with multiple models. This is from Schoen, Hansen, and Cook. And in the founding institution, modeling carry out through facilities, governance, individual behavior patterns, and organizational culture occur throughout the day and can greatly influence the thought and action of learner. And in the second theory, we use pesantren-based environmental education. What is mean Ecopesantren? Ecopesantren is an effort to keep the label environmentally friendly or green at the stage where Ecopesantren can show its contribution for participation in conservation or environmental conservation. This is from my research. And what is the indicator for Ecopesantren? There are four indicators. First, policy of caring and environmentally friendly. Second, policies are environment-based curriculum development. The third, the development of participatory-based environmental activities. And the fourth, management of supporting facilities for pesantren are environmentally friendly. This is the pesantren-based environmental education. Uh, they are figure as reflection of pesantren-based environmental education. Um, Picobia is part of contemporary Fiki, which is intends to address environmental issues from more practical perspective by providing standard law and regulation interacting with the environment. Uh, and then the result and discussion, Ecosantren modeling technique through for strategic model, a role model of leadership of pesantren and individuals, facilities and use of infrastructure, governance system of pesantren education, and the culture or tradition of educational institutions. This is the slogan together with the parties to restore values, human rights, the earth, nature, and its contents to the original. Uh, for this result, another uniqueness is that Pesantren is dormitory-based educational institution are planting values of environmental care not only in class but in daily life, in dormitory life. The use of modeling technique allows the pesantren to encourage learning about environmentally sound education and adoption of eco-friendly behavior without the need for many lectures or sermons religious. If the student learn through direct and continuous observation of the practice of environmentally sound education, which involving the people and institution in which they fork knowledge rather than merely given theoretical insight into values, they will probably more likely to accept and adopt such behaviors. Modeling can help students transfer environmentally sound education concepts from abstract ideas to individual and actual implementation. Direct observation of practice which continuously equips students with knowledge that it is needed to carry out the behavior itself. The public can hope that the students who have seen the practice of ESO carry out in person will be better prepared to lead more lifestyle sustainable. And there are slogans uh, from ASPMA. And then using integrating modeling technique both in school and in Southern culture can encourage increased insight into environmentally sound education and the adoption of environmentally friendly behavior through process of direct observation and habituation of healthy educational practices to the environmental continuously, like first biogas and the second processing the remaining rice and rabbit waste as organic fertilizer, and the result are distributed to the public free of charge. And the third, processing plastic into gasoline and defining the result with the community. And the fourth, expertise for the community, one of which is to process old objects into new objects that can be reused, such as repairing lights. And the last conclusion, what is a conclusion of my research? First, Ecopesantren modeling technique draws for strategic role model of leadership of pesantren in and individuals, facilities and use of infrastructure, governance system of pesantren education, and the culture of tradition of educational institution. And the second conclusion is using integrated modeling technique both in school and in pesantren culture can encourage increase insight into environmentally sound education and the adoption of environmentally friendly behavior through the process of direct observation and habituation of healthy educational practices to the environmental continuously. Modeling maybe can help students transpose concepts from abstract ideas through individual and actual implementation. Direct observation of continuous practice equips students with the knowledge needed to perform such behavior. Thank you for the time for uh, my research. And then, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.